Okay guys, so when you're gonna paint, you wanna be in the cleanest, dustless, most clean environment possible. As you can see, that's not the case here today, but we're still gonna make it happen. What is up guys? So today we have a little project. You see that Jeep behind me, that fender is gonna be replaced. We bought a new one. I'm about to show you guys. So this is the new one right here. We're gonna have to paint this bad boy so it can match the paint, make it look like that, nice and shiny, and replace that other fender. This bad boy right here, you can see, got a lot of damage. It's got holes, and the previous owner put this thing on there. We don't have no water here in El Paso where we could go deep, but it's not even connected on the inside, but he made a really big hole there. I want to remove that, and I had to get a new fender in order to make it look nice. But here it is guys, we're gonna make it look that shiny right there. We gotta prime it, and we gotta paint it and clear it. We're gonna do all that in this video, so stay tuned. Guys, this is my Jeep TJ's new passenger side fender, and today we're going to paint it. I'm going to show you everything that I use, everything that I do. And guys, I am not a professional painter. I just like doing stuff DIY. So it might not be a professional way to do it, but I have painted other parts in the Jeep and they're still nice and shiny. So guys, here we go. Alright guys, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to scuff it down. We got this Brillo looking pad. It's a 340 grit. So we're just going to make everything that shines not shine, so whenever we do put paint on it, well, whenever we primer it, it has somewhere to grab. Because if you paint it and it's shiny, the paint is not gonna hold. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna keep recording the whole time I do this. This is a pretty decent sized panel, but I'll show you guys right before we prime it what it looks like. Alrighty guys, so for the paint, I have the PR4 for the Jeep Wrangler. I bought this off of Amazon. It was $200 for a gallon. This is the cheapest of the cheapest. And for the clear, we're going with the Finish Automotive Refinishing Products. This is the Finish 1 FC720. And we are using the slow hardener from Finish 1 as well. Let me show you guys my paint guns. Alrighty guys, so for the paint, for the base coat, we have the Tamco Echo HSE, as y'all can see right there, very nice. And for clear coat, we're going with the Kiwami 4. This one is very nice. This is an Iwata. I love this little thing. It sprays so beautiful. But there it is guys, that is all I am using. Alrighty guys, so now that we scratched it all up so the primer can stick to it, we're going to clean it with the Sprayway glass cleaner. This is like $3, I think, $3.50. So we'll just spray it down, we'll wipe it down, make sure there's nothing on there, and then right before we paint, we'll hit it with some grease and wax remover. By the way, we will have gloves on so we don't leave any oils or anything from our hands on there. But let me wipe this down and we'll jump right to the next step. Okay guys, so when you're gonna paint, you wanna be in the cleanest, dustless, most clean environment possible. As you can see, that's not the case here today, but we're still gonna make it happen. It's already been cleaned and wiped down. We're gonna spray some U-Pole primer sealer. You see right there, straight out of a paint can. Then we're gonna put the base coat and clear coat on this bad boy. So let's go. All right, that's how you do it. And make sure you got some PPE. Keep them lungs good. All right guys, now that it's all primered up, as you can see, we're gonna give it about 30 minutes for this primer to go ahead and dry. Then we're gonna base coat it. So here we go. Alright guys, so you can see that was the little air compressor we're using. It's a little Beaver, I think 4 gallon or 6 gallon. We are going to be using our Tamco Echo HSE paint gun right there. And we have our paint already set up right here. And these cups are from Harbor Freight. So they're the Spectrum. Just buy it, make sure it sets up to your paint gun, and you're good to go. So we've already given about 15-20 minutes, so we're gonna give it a couple more minutes to dry real good, and then we're gonna put some base coat on this bad boy. Alright guys, we gave it our first light coat. The second coat is going to be a lot wetter, and then we'll give it a couple minutes, 15-20 minutes, and we'll clear it out here in the dust and dirt. See how this turns out. Okay guys, now we're using the Kiwami 4. We got the clear already mixed in it. It is a 4-to-1. We have our gun set up to 23 psi. We might go up or down depending on how it starts spraying, but we're using the same equipment all over again. Let's see how much this thing shines. Alrighty, so this is what it's looking like after the first coat. You can see a lot of orange peel, but on the second coat, guys, that will be gone. Look at this one. Looks pretty nice. Yep, here we go. Alrighty, not bad for a backyard paint job. Alrighty guys, let's do the second coat. Hopefully it comes out nice, fingers crossed. Alright guys, it's been about 20 minutes, and as you can see, man, it is still shiny. Nice, look at that. Super shiny. Yeah, buddy-o. Not bad. Painted outside in the worst conditions possible. And it looks so nice. We may have, oh, we got 2 little runs. 1, 2. That's not bad. That'll buff out. Very, very nice. Now, we give this 24 hours to dry, and we paint that inside. So, we are almost ready to put this bad boy on the Jeep. Let's let it dry. Alright guys, here it is. It's been 2 hours. Stay nice and shiny. Look at that. Guys, as you can see, look at my yard. This thing is all dirt. We are outside in the elements, and it is very, very nice. We got a couple of areas that we're gonna have to sand and buff out to make it even, but man, very nice for a backyard paint job outside.